The Dukes of Hazzard, 1979-1985, was a legendary television series that delivered thrilling car chases, southern humor, and unforgettable characters to millions of fans across the country. Set in the fictional Hazzard County, the show followed cousins Bo and Luke Duke, their spirited cousin Daisy, and their wise uncle Jesse as they outwitted the corrupt Boss Hog and bumbling Sheriff Rosco, all while tearing up dirt roads in the iconic General Lee. Beloved for its action-packed scenes, down-home charm, and the undeniable chemistry among its cast, The Dukes of Hazzard became one of the most popular and enduring shows of its time. But behind the fun and excitement, several cast members who helped make the show so special have sadly passed away. Today, we pause to honor their memory, celebrating their roles, their careers, and the lasting legacies they left behind. So buckle up as we pay tribute to the stars we've lost from The Dukes of Hazzard. And if you enjoy this look back at classic TV, don't forget to subscribe for more videos like this. James Best as Sheriff Rosco Coltrane. James Best, born on July 26, 1926 in Powderly, Kentucky, stepped into the role of Sheriff Rosco Coltrane on The Dukes of Hazzard in 1979, when he was 53 years old. Sheriff Rosco was the bumbling yet persistent lawman of Hazzard County, often serving as Boss Hog's right-hand man in schemes to capture the Duke boys. Though portrayed as an antagonist, he quickly became a fan favorite for his comedic timing, exaggerated laugh, and memorable catchphrase.
Well, let me tell you something, boss. That radar gun right there is the very best money can buy.
No, it ain't.
No, it ain't.
It's the cheapest money can buy.
Though beloved for his role as Rosco, James Best faced the burden of being typecast, which limited his acting opportunities beyond the Dukes of Hazzard. His personal life also came with challenges. Both of his marriages ended in divorce, and he experienced family tensions in his later years. He ultimately passed away on April 6, 2015, at the age of 88, due to complications from pneumonia. He was laid to rest at Cedar Hill Cemetery in Corydon, Harrison County, Indiana. Peggy Ria as Lulu Hog. Peggy Ria, born on March 31, 1921 in Los Angeles, California, joined the Dukes of Hazzard in the role of Lulu Hog, Boss Hog's outspoken and strong-willed wife. She began appearing on the show in 1980 when she was 58 years old. Lulu Hog brought a delightful balance to the show, often standing up to her husband's schemes and adding a layer of heart and humor to the chaos of Hazzard County.
I don't want you boys to get in trouble with the law. Don't you understand?
Okay.
All right.
Come on, we can give you a hand with all this stuff inside.
Come on, Luke.
Peggy Ria enjoyed a long and successful television career, but was not without challenges. In her personal life, Peggy never married and kept much of her private life out of the public eye. As she got older, she faced health issues, including heart failure, which ultimately led to her passing. Peggy Ria died on February 5, 2011, at the age of 89, due to complications from heart failure. She was laid to rest at Santa Barbara Cemetery in California. Her role as Lulu Hog remains a cherished part of the Dukes of Hazzard legacy, remembered for both the laughs she delivered and the strength she portrayed. Sorrel Book as Boss Hog. Sorrel Book, born on January 4, 1930 in Buffalo, New York, portrayed Jefferson Davis Boss Hog when the Dukes of Hazzard premiered in 1979. He was 49 years old at the time. Boss Hog was the corrupt yet comically over-the-top county commissioner of Hazzard County, constantly scheming to exploit the Duke family while wearing his trademark white suit and cowboy hat. With his exaggerated southern accent and greedy antics, Sorrel brought a larger-than-life charm to the role, making Boss Hog one of the most memorable TV villains of all time.
The latest gimmick to enforce law and order. Oh, well, we can always use him.
So, looky.
Ooh.
What do you think of this?
So,
That's the very latest to sign.
Despite his success, Sorrel faced several hardships in his personal life. He was married twice, but both marriages ended in divorce, and he often struggled to balance his public persona with his private reality. In his later years, he battled colorectal cancer and passed away on February 11, 1994, at the age of 64 from the disease. Sorrel Book was buried at Hillside Memorial Park Cemetery in Culver City, California. Though gone, his legacy as the cunning and comical Boss Hog continues to bring laughter to fans of the Dukes of Hazzard around the world. Waylon Jennings as the Ballader. Waylon Jennings, born on June 15, 1937 in Littlefield, Texas, served as the voice of the Dukes of Hazzard, known to fans as the Ballader. He began narrating the show in 1979 at the age of 42. Though he never appeared on screen, apart from a brief cameo, his unmistakable voice guided each episode with wit, charm, and a down-home authenticity that perfectly captured the spirit of Hazzard County. He also performed the show's legendary theme song, Good Ol' Boys, which became an instant classic and one of the most recognizable TV theme songs of all time.
Since football season begun, between you watching and you playing, I ain't had the time of day.
I didn't have a...
Beyond the show, Waylon Jennings was a country music legend, a pioneer of the outlaw country movement alongside Willie Nelson and Johnny Cash. Waylon's health declined in the 1990s due to diabetes, which led to the amputation of his left foot in 2001. On February 13, 2002, he passed away at the age of 64 from complications related to diabetes. He was laid to rest at the City of Mesa Cemetery in Mesa, Arizona. Though he's gone, his voice and music continue to echo through every episode of The Dukes of Hazzard, reminding fans of the good old days. Denver Pyle as Uncle Jesse. Denver Pyle, born on May 11, 1920 in Bethune, Colorado, took on the role of Uncle Jesse Duke when The Dukes of Hazzard began in 1979. He was 59 years old at the time. As the wise and steady patriarch of the Duke family, Uncle Jesse served as the moral compass of the show, offering guidance to Bo, Luke, and Daisy while standing firm against the corruption in Hazzard County. With his long beard, overalls, and calm demeanor, Denver Pyle made Uncle Jesse one of the most respected and beloved characters on the series.
Well, I knew a whole lot of highfalutin things come with these cars, but a servant man...
Off-screen, Denver Pyle faced personal sorrow, including the loss of his first wife and the emotional toll of typecasting in later years. Still, he found fulfillment later in life through philanthropy, quietly donating to children's charities and supporting causes he cared deeply about. Denver Pyle passed away on December 25, 1997, at the age of 77, after a battle with lung cancer. He was laid to rest at Foreston Cemetery in Ellis County, Texas. His legacy as Uncle Jesse lives on, a symbol of wisdom, strength, and unconditional love at the heart of the Dukes of Hazzard. Christopher Mayer as Vance Duke. Christopher Mayer, born on February 21, 1954 in New York City, joined the Dukes of Hazzard during its fifth season in 1982, stepping into the role of Vance Duke when original stars John Schneider and Tom Wopat temporarily left the show. He was 28 years old at the time. Alongside Byron Cherry as Coy Duke, Christopher portrayed one of the Duke cousins brought in to keep the adventures going in Hazzard County. Though his time on the show was brief, his performance helped carry the series through a challenging transition period and kept fans tuning in.
Rosco told me that Bo and Luke was gone, but he never mentioned a word about y'all being here.
That's because Boss and Rosco don't know it yet.
And we'd like to keep it that way, as long as we can, all right?
Off-screen, Christopher faced personal struggles throughout his life, including multiple failed relationships and the challenges of maintaining a steady acting career. He passed away unexpectedly on July 23, 2011, at the age of 57 from natural causes. He was laid to rest at Forest Lawn Memorial Park in Hollywood Hills, California. Though his time in Hazzard was short, Christopher Mayer's role as Vance Duke remains a part of the Dukes of Hazzard legacy and is fondly remembered by dedicated fans. Nedra Voles as Ms Tisdale. Nedra Voles, born on June 18, 1908 in Montrose, Iowa, brought heart and humor to the Dukes of Hazzard in the role of Emma Tisdale, better known as Ms Tisdale, the spirited postmistress of Hazzard County. She began appearing on the show in 1980, when she was 72 years old. With her feisty personality and no-nonsense attitude, Ms Tisdale was often a scene stealer, bringing laughs and warmth to every episode she appeared in.
Bent straw!
Well, that's kind of what we figured, Ms Tisdale.
That's frosty! I'm gonna tool over there and straighten them out!
I just hold...
Despite her cheerful on-screen presence, Nedra kept her personal life largely private. She was married once and had children, but preferred to live quietly outside of the Hollywood spotlight. In her later years, she battled declining health. Sadly, on January 20, 2003, Nedra Voles passed away at the age of 94 due to complications from Alzheimer's disease. She was cremated, and her ashes were scattered. Her role as Ms Tisdale remains a delightful part of the Dukes of Hazzard legacy, a reminder of how even the smallest roles can leave a lasting impression. Sam Melville as Rick. Sam Melville, born on August 20th, 1936 in Fillmore, Utah, made a guest appearance on The Dukes of Hazzard as Rick, a character featured in the show's early run. He was 44 years old at the time. While his role on the series was brief, Sam was already a familiar face to television audiences, known for his strong screen presence and versatility.
I'll stick around. What's going on?
That's a little midnight supper for two. It's an idea I picked up from Claudia. See, no matter what shift he's on, no matter what time.
Despite his professional achievements, Sam faced the common struggle of typecasting, which limited some opportunities as he got older. He also dealt with health challenges that were kept largely private. Sam Melville passed away unexpectedly on March 9, 1989, at the age of 52 from congestive heart failure. He was laid to rest at Forest Lawn Memorial Park in Glendale, California. Though his time on The Dukes of Hazzard was short, his contribution to the world of television left a meaningful mark. Don Pedro Collie as Sheriff Little. Don Pedro Collie, born on August 30, 1938, in Klamath Falls, Oregon, portrayed Sheriff Ed Little, an occasional rival to Sheriff Rosco on The Dukes of Hazzard. He first appeared on the show in 1981, when he was 43 years old. As Sheriff of Chickasaw County, Sheriff Little was known for being more competent and serious than Rosco, often making him a more formidable adversary to the Duke boys. Don Pedro brought a cool, commanding presence to the role that fans quickly appreciated.
You one of them soldier boys.
Don Pedro maintained a low profile in his personal life but was deeply respected by colleagues and fans alike. In his later years, he battled cancer with grace and dignity. Sadly, he passed away on October 11, 2017, at the age of 79 after a fight with cancer. He was laid to rest in his hometown of Klamath Falls, Oregon. His role as Sheriff Little remains a fan favorite, a reminder of the depth and diversity of characters that helped make the Dukes of Hazzard so memorable. Ernie Lively as Longstreet B. Davenport. Ernie Lively, born on January 29, 1947 in Baltimore, Maryland, joined the Dukes of Hazzard in 1979 at the age of 32, playing Longstreet B. Davenport, Cooter Davenport's cousin and a close friend of the Duke boys. Though his appearances were limited, Longstreet brought a loyal, down-home energy to the show, fitting right in with the spirited world of Hazzard County.
He reprised in the film's sequel.
You hungry? Any slice? Favorite recipe?
No, it's okay. I ate on the...
Ernie Lively had a steady and diverse acting career, with credits in popular series such as The X-Files and The West Wing. But he faced health struggles in later years, including serious heart issues that required a groundbreaking heart procedure in 2013. Despite these challenges, he continued to act and remained close to his large, talented family. On June 3, 2021, he passed away at the age of 74 due to cardiac complications. He was laid to rest at Glen Haven Memorial Park in Glen Burnie, Anne Arundel County. His brief but memorable role on The Dukes of Hazzard, along with a long and respected acting career, ensures he will not be forgotten. Dennis Berkeley as Bubba. Dennis Berkeley, born on September 10, 1945 in Los Angeles, California, appeared on The Dukes of Hazzard as Bubba, a memorable character known for his rough-and-tumble demeanor. He joined the show in 1980 when he was 35 years old. With his tall frame, scruffy beard, and deep voice, Dennis brought an intimidating yet oddly likable presence to the world of Hazzard County.
Can't do that. You ain't even polite enough to tell me your name. Lord, too late. You already insulted me.
Despite his on-screen toughness, Dennis was known off-screen as kind-hearted and generous. He faced health struggles later in life, including complications related to heart disease. Dennis Berkeley passed away on July 14, 2013, at the age of 67 from a heart attack. Though his role on The Dukes of Hazzard was brief, his larger-than-life presence and long career in television have left a lasting impression. Brian James as Captain Slater. Brian James, born on February 20, 1945 in Redlands, California, portrayed Captain Slater on The Dukes of Hazzard in 1980 when he was 37 years old. Slater was a tough, no-nonsense law enforcement officer brought in to add pressure to the Duke boys and stir up trouble in Hazzard County. With his intense stare and commanding screen presence, Brian made even a short role memorable. Brian James built a long and impressive career as one of Hollywood's most recognizable character actors.
How about $3,500?
$2,200, and that's my final offer. But I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll also throw...
Despite his screen success, he struggled with drug addiction and often spoke about the challenges of typecasting and the toll it took on his career. Still, he remained deeply passionate about acting and continued to work steadily for decades. Tragically, on August 7, 1999, Brian James passed away unexpectedly at the age of 54 due to a heart attack. His brief role as Captain Slater is just a small part of his lasting legacy as one of the most distinctive character actors of his generation. L.Q. Jones as Morton. L.Q. Jones, born on August 19, 1927 in Beaumont, Texas, appeared on The Dukes of Hazzard as Morton, a minor but memorable character who fit right into the rugged, southern tone of the series. When he appeared on the show, he was 52 years old. Known for his gruff voice and weathered charm, LQ brought authenticity and experience to every role he played, even in a brief appearance like this one.
It's a real honor. Adios, amigos. Hasta la vista.
Outside of The Dukes of Hazzard, Jones was best known for playing rugged cowboy and outlaw characters in numerous Western films and TV shows, including The Wild Bunch and A Boy and His Dog, which he also directed. But although he had a successful career, he faced numerous challenges in his life, including the loss of his mother in an accident during his early years, as well as financial difficulties. Despite these hardships, he remained strong and committed to his craft. On July 9, 2022, Jones died from natural causes at his Hollywood Hills home in Los Angeles, at the age of 94. He was laid to rest at Magnolia Cemetery in Beaumont, Jefferson County, Texas. His legacy in Westerns and American cinema remains deeply respected. William Smith as Jason Steele. William Smith, born on March 24, 1933 in Columbia, Missouri, appeared on The Dukes of Hazzard in 1983 as Jason Steele, a ruthless bounty hunter. He was 48 years old at the time. Smith's character was introduced in the episode $10 Million Sheriff, where Sheriff Rosco, after inheriting a fortune, hires Steele to track down and arrest Bo and Luke Duke. With his intense presence and tough demeanor, William made Jason Steele a standout character despite the brief screen time.
Big shot, Reese. I'm giving the orders.
Off-screen, William faced deep personal struggles in his life. He was open about his battles with mental health and even acknowledged contemplating suicide at one point in his life. Along with typecasting and several divorces, these challenges made his journey far from easy. Yet he remained committed to his craft, working steadily for over 5 decades. William Smith passed away on July 5, 2021, at the age of 88. His cause of death was not publicly disclosed. His legacy as a powerful and enduring character actor continues to be honored today. Parley Bear as Doc Applebee. Parley Bear, born on August 5, 1914 in Salt Lake City, Utah, portrayed Doc Applebee on The Dukes of Hazzard in 1981, when he was 67 years old. Doc Applebee is the friendly and dependable town doctor of Hazzard County, always ready to help citizens in need. With his gentle demeanor and calm presence, he provided both medical care and wisdom to the people of Hazzard, becoming a quiet but comforting figure in the series.
I think that was right. Anyway, he tastes light, creamy, butter, like you. Okay. Oh, yeah.
In his personal life, Parley faced sorrow with the loss of his wife after over 50 years of marriage. He also suffered a stroke later in life, which left him in frail condition during his final years. Parley Bear passed away on November 22, 2002 at the age of 88, due to complications from that stroke. He was laid to rest at Forest Lawn Memorial Park, Hollywood Hills, Los Angeles, California, USA. Though his role on The Dukes of Hazzard was brief, he brought sincerity and heart to every role he played, leaving behind a rich and enduring legacy. Bob Hastings as Barnes. Bob Hastings, born on April 18, 1925 in Brooklyn, New York, portrayed Barnes on The Dukes of Hazzard in 1979 when he was 54 years old. While his role in the show was brief, Hastings brought his signature professionalism and charm to the character, adding a familiar presence to early Hazzard County.
Oh, brother. Morning already. Ooh.
Bob Hastings was well known for playing Lieutenant Elroy Carpenter on McHale's Navy and for voicing Commissioner Gordon in Batman, the animated series. Despite his successful career, Bob faced several challenges, including the eventual loss of his beloved wife Joan after more than 60 years of marriage. He also battled health issues in his later years. Bob Hastings passed away on June 30, 2014 at the age of 89 due to complications from prostate cancer. He was laid to rest at Forest Lawn Memorial Park, Hollywood Hills, Los Angeles, California, USA. His contribution to the world of entertainment was significant, and his legacy remains deeply respected. Richard Maul as Milo. Richard Maul, born on January 13, 1943 in Pasadena, California, appeared on The Dukes of Hazzard as Milo in 1981 when he was 40 years old. Milo was a large and intimidating figure, brought in as muscle in one of the Duke boys' many escapades. With his towering height and deep voice, Maul made the role memorable despite its brevity.
Down. Oh, but listen, we can bring you up another load tomorrow.
Oh, you can?
Oh,
all right.
all right.
All right, I guess that'll have to do.
Behind the scenes, Richard faced personal and professional challenges, including typecasting due to his size and voice, which sometimes limited the variety of roles he was offered. Despite this, he maintained a long and steady acting career in both live action and voice work, including roles in Batman, the animated series, and Spider-Man. Richard Maul passed away on October 26, 2023, at the age of 80. Though his role as Milo was a small part of his career, his impact on fans and his memorable characters have secured his place in television history. R.G. Armstrong as Callaway. R.G. Armstrong, born on April 7, 1917 in Pleasant Grove, Alabama, portrayed Callaway on The Dukes of Hazzard in 1979 when he was 62 years old. Callaway was a no-nonsense character with a stern presence, brought in to stir conflict and tension in the story. With his signature intensity and gravitas, Armstrong made even brief appearances on screen feel powerful and authentic.
Oh, hell, Big Bear. Gators all right. Dude said he was. I threw a rod on my car.
Well, you boys let that be.
Armstrong had a long and distinguished career, often cast as tough, rugged men in westerns and dramas. Despite his successful career, R.G. Armstrong faced personal struggles, including the challenges of balancing his Southern Baptist upbringing with the often violent or dark roles he portrayed. As he aged, he gradually stepped back from acting and lived a quieter life. R.G. Armstrong passed away on July 27, 2012, at the age of 95, from natural causes. His brief role on The Dukes of Hazzard was just one part of a remarkable legacy as one of Hollywood's most respected character actors. Doris Dowling as Jenny. Doris Dowling, born on May 15, 1923 in Detroit, Michigan, portrayed Jenny on The Dukes of Hazzard in 1980 when she was 57 years old. Jenny was a minor but memorable character, and Doris brought a touch of elegance and emotional depth to her brief appearance on the show.
I don't know, he'd get a call and go out again.
But that's what I paid you for, never to let him out of your sight. You've done just that. Kenneth might still...
I'm sorry, Mrs. Swan, believe me.
Outside of The Dukes of Hazzard, Doris Dowling gained early acclaim for her role in the classic film The Lost Weekend, and later starred in Italian films such as Bitter Rice. Despite her successes, Doris faced personal difficulties, including struggles with relationships and the pressures of maintaining a career in an evolving entertainment landscape. She was once married to bandleader Artie Shaw, though the marriage was brief. Dowling died at Cedars-Sinai Medical Center in Los Angeles, California on June 18, 2004, at age 81. She is buried at Holy Cross Cemetery, Culver City, California. Charles Ciphers as Bumper. Charles Ciphers, born on July 28, 1939 in Niagara Falls, New York, appeared on The Dukes of Hazzard as Bumper in 1979 when he was 40 years old. Bumper was a rough, street-smart character brought in to shake things up in Hazzard County. Though his appearance was brief, Ciphers delivered a strong and memorable performance, adding grit to the episode.
Aren't you going to be late?
He shouts, too.
Bye, girls.
Beyond The Dukes of Hazzard, Charles Ciphers is best known for his work in several John Carpenter films, including his recurring role as Sheriff Lee Brackett in Halloween, 1978, and Halloween 2nd, 1981. Despite a successful acting career, Ciphers faced personal and professional challenges, including periods of financial difficulty and time away from the screen. However, he remained dedicated to his craft and eventually made a return to acting later in life. Ciphers died after a brief illness in Tucson, Arizona on August 4, 2024 at the age of 85. Thank you for watching and remembering with us. Each actor and guest star we've honored brought their own special charm to the Dukes of Hazzard, adding heart, humor, and unforgettable spirit to a show that became a beloved part of television history. Though some appeared only briefly, their presence helped shape the world of Hazzard County in ways we'll never forget. We invite you to share your memories in the comments below. Which scenes made you smile the most? Which characters left a lasting impression? We'd love to hear your stories. If this tribute touched you, please consider subscribing, liking, and sharing the video, so the legacies of these remarkable performers continue to be remembered and celebrated. Rest in peace to every star we've honored. Your work lives on,